In 2012, the Bahía Blanca APELL process organized the second large-scale field simulation with an accident hypothesis of a butane spillage in one of Dow Argentina's two tanks located at its high-density polyethylene site. The incident takes place during the morning of Friday, December 14th, while two Dow operators are carrying out repair and calibration work on the root valve of one of the two butane tanks, this product being of a highly flammable nature. In order to monitor the response of the site emergency teams and mobile committee, closed-circuit video and audio coverage are set up to transmit the emergency response activity live to the training center, with a running commentary from company representatives, the fire brigade, and the APELL process team, for an audience consisting of representatives of schools, intermediate educational facilities, neighbors, and special guests. The simulation consists of a breakage of unknown origin in the valve flange joint, causing a product spillage that affects one of the workers, the other one immediately alerting the control room. The panel operator calls the internal emergency brigade, activates the site emergency siren, and reports the emergency to 911. The Civil Defense Director, using data received from the 911 Communications Center, categorizes the emergency as one of Level 2 and calls the mobile committee together. Based on wind direction and speed, the company's extra parking area is fixed as the gathering place for the committee. The access points are blocked off preventively by municipal traffic personnel and officers of the 3rd Detachment of the Ingeniero White Police Force. Meanwhile, the site emergency brigade rescues the unconscious worker who was affected by the spill, and the medical emergency team is called to provide first aid. The detection of inflammable gases in the atmosphere triggers the fire prevention network, producing water screens to prevent the spreading of gas. According to emergency protocols, evacuation of the personnel occupying different buildings in the vicinity of the incident is carried out, and assistance to back up the work of the internal fire control team is requested from a number of local fire brigades. The mobile committee, having been assembled in the hazmat vehicle of the General Serri Volunteer Fire Brigade, the Civil Defense Director in charge of the response to the incident requests the presence of the firm's security director in order to assess the danger of explosions in the perimeter of the event, this action being performed by the Mobile Guard Service of the Technical Executive Committee. After proper analysis of the data supplied by the Cameo Marplot emergency software on the product's features and the area likely to be affected, the evacuation of an area in the immediate neighborhood of the site is decided, as well as the alerting of nearby firms so they can apply their pertinent emergency procedures. The wind direction determines that the firm Solvay Indupa may be affected by the gas leakage, due to which said firm's personnel are preventively confined and then evacuated to the internal evacuee gathering place. Neighbors are alerted through broadcast by the Radio Nacional radio station and also directly by civil defense staff using loudspeakers in the streets of the surrounding area. The premises of the Don Ernesto Scout Group are fixed as the evacuee gathering place, and this facility also gathers victim containment team staff, members of the SER Rescue Brigade, and a 911 emergency ambulance in the event that evacuees should need first aid, according to the procedures manual of the Technological Emergency Response Plan. Teams from the volunteer fire brigades of Ingeniero White, Serri, Cabildo, and the Buenos Aires Province Police Force, together with staff of the Ecological Protection and Dangerous Substances Control Delegation, collaborate with the site's emergency brigade by covering the area with fire extinguishing foam, so as to be able to safely approach and seal the leaking valve. A new press release is prepared by the Mobile Committee and given to the representative of Radio Nacional radio station, while information is received from the evacuee center and the firemen's recovery area, the corridor next to the gatekeeping area of the site being the venue chosen for this purpose. The brigade leader informs that the faulty flange has been adjusted, describing the special pressure-resistant sealing product which has been used together with the application of quick sealing Teflon tape, thus ensuring a proper seal. Once no flammable gases are no longer detected in the atmosphere, the Mobile Committee decides that neighbors may be gradually allowed to return to their homes and traffic blocks in the outlying areas may be lifted. And after a final report by the fire chiefs, the firm's representative and the other authorities in charge of the emergency response, the simulation is declared at an end.